Hello everyone. In this video, we will explore classical conditioning, which is one of the most important concepts in psychology. It explains how we learn through association and how our experiences shape automatic responses. Classical conditioning is not just a theory studied in laboratories. It has a powerful influence on our everyday behavior, emotions, and even our preferences. From therapy to advertising, this concept helps explain how humans develop habits, fears, and emotional reactions. Our minds are constantly forming connections between different events, objects, and emotions, often without us even realizing it. As shown in this slide, classical conditioning is a scientific study of how these hidden associations are formed. These associations begin early in life and continue to shape our behavior, fears, and desires over time. The concept of classical conditioning was discovered by Ivan Pavlov, a Russian physiologist. While studying digestion, he observed that dogs started salivating even before food was presented, just as the sight of the person who fed them. This unexpected finding led to one of the most important discoveries in psychology and even earned him a Nobel Prize. Pavlov then conducted an experiment to understand this behavior. He paired the sound of a bell with food repeatedly. Initially, the bell had no meaning for the dogs, but after repeated pairing, the dog began to salivate just by hearing the bell, even without the food. This shows how a neutral stimulus can become meaningful through association. To understand classical conditioning better, there are some key terms. The unconditioned stimulus, or UCS, naturally triggers a response, for example, food. The unconditional response, or UCR, is the natural reaction, such as salivation to the food. The neutral stimulus, like a bell, initially produces no response. After conditioning, it becomes the conditioned stimulus, or CS, and the learned reaction to it is called the conditioned response, or CR. This slide shows the conditioning process. First, food naturally causes salivation. Then, the bell is paired with food repeatedly. Over time, the bell alone becomes enough to trigger salivation. This transformation shows how learning happens through repeated association between stimuli. Classical conditioning is not limited to experiments. It happens in real life too. For example, a child may develop fear of doctors after associating them with painful injections. Similarly, in advertising, catchy music is paired with products so that the music alone creates positive feeling towards the brand. There are many other examples of classical conditioning in daily life. The smell of baking cookies may remind someone of warmth and childhood memories. A traumatic experience can create long-lasting phobias. Classical conditioning became a foundation for behaviorism, a major perspective in psychology. It helps explain how behaviors are learned and how emotional responses develop. It is widely used in therapy, especially in treating phobias, and also plays a major role in marketing and advertising. Classical conditioning is happening all around us even today. Every sound, smell, or experience can create associations that influence how we think and feel. By understanding these patterns, we can become more aware of our behavior and even learn to change it.